Hey, this is Meleika of Evanston Live TV, and I have with me today two amazing, beautiful, powerful young guests. We have with us the Pierce twins, Kyra and Phallon. Welcome to the show, ladies. Welcome, welcome.
Hi.
You look so beautiful. They're all bright. Let me tell you, yes, they have brains to go with all that beauty. And you're all about to hear all about it. I am just so impressed with them. I was introduced to them by a gentleman that I have a great deal of respect for, Representative LaShawn K. Ford, and he is on with us today. Representative Ford.
Thank you, Ms. Gardner. Thank you for having me and inviting me to the show with the Pierce twins on their father's birthday. If it wasn't for their father, there would be no Pierce twins. So big ups to their dad.
Yes. Yes, Mr. Pierce. They have some awesome parents because they've raised some powerful young women. But Representative Ford, you know, I don't want to keep you. Everybody's got some stuff to do this evening. And I want to thank you all so much for your time tonight. Representative Ford, you and publicist Shawn Zanotti, when you all called me and told me about this story, I was like, this is awesome. Absolutely. And it makes you just wonder why no one has thought to fight this fight before. And it's beautiful that it's young people doing it. So I just want you to give the viewers insight into how this all came about. And then I want to bring on the Pierce twins. I can't wait for everybody to see them.
Yeah. So, Meleika, it came because Shawn Zanotti called me and she stayed diligently reaching out to me about the twins and how they wanted to change the way schools create their reading lists. And she sent the story and we played phone tag for a while, but she was persistent. And I'm so very happy that she broke through with all the things that's been going on with COVID. And because of that, I think I met a family that I will always, always cherish. And that is the Pierce twin family, the Pierces. And this story is so much relevance because it is a family affair. And you have a mother and a father that's raised two beautiful young girls that have courage and compassion. And because of that, they also have high self-esteem. And the things that they've gone through would probably have destroyed any person with low self-esteem and don't have the support at home. So what you have before you today are two rising stars that will change the way America sees Black people and the way America sees all people. And I'm looking forward to working with them because they have come up with an idea to change legislation in Springfield. And I'm sure you are helping guide that. I'm sure you guys will talk about it if you decide to. But our goal is to follow their lead, and they will. They've already formed a committee of people that's going to help them write legislation to deal with history and books in schools. And so we've made relationships through Shawn with CPS, and we've also made relationships with ISB. So they are all excited about working with the Pierce twins and their families. So the moral of the story is there was a problem, and we had two young people that were brave enough to challenge it. And we had a family that's willing to support them and give them the courage. And we have a community that's willing to back them up. And that is a perfect ingredient for success. And so before you, you have the Pierce twins, and behind them, you have the family, community, and the state and the cities. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Representative Ford. You are that representative. You do answer the call. You do answer the call and you help walk people through this process. I know I've learned a great deal from you. And you pick legislation that are game changers. So thank you so much for bringing us to the Pierce twins. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. And I'm going to wish you all a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. And I'll watch your show right now as I leave.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right. So without further ado, let us bring on the Pierce twins. Hi, Kyra, Phallon.
Hi.
So beautiful, so beautiful. So I want people to hear this story from you all. I've explained it to a lot of people, but not only are you all talented and brilliant young women, but you're powerful speakers on top of that. So please explain to the people what you went through, what you went through.
Okay. Before I start, I want to say thank you for having us. Yes, thank you so much. We appreciate this. So, how it all started was like any kid, we got our summer reading list. And on the list, we noticed this book called And Then There Were None. And we were interested in it, so we searched it up. And when we searched it up, we scrolled down a little bit to see what it was about. And we saw that its original title was 10 Little N-Words. And the original cover was a picture of a black doll hanging. So we were like so astonished by what we had saw. So we brought it to our parents and they had the same reaction and they emailed the principal and it took a lot of emails and even some coverage from the media and the news for this book to get removed. And it finally got removed and we thought we just have to do more because there's probably people out there dealing with the same issue. So we searched up our school's list and saw and looked at it, and then we searched up other schools' reading lists and searched those up, and we saw that there was a lack of diversity. So we decided, why don't we do something about that? And we decided to create our own reading list with a bunch of diverse choices, and some books on the list include Dear Martin, They Hate You Give, A Good Kind of Trouble, Twin Tuition, Soulway, and more. And we believe that kids should see diverse books and should see characters that look like them in the story so they have a sense of confidence and they're able to relate to the characters. It also helps children, all children really, because it helps them become more accepting and tolerant of each other and they can learn more about different backgrounds and different people's stories. And we didn't just want to stop there. We decided, why don't we create our own charity? So we decided to create Positive Change Charities. And that helps underfunded school libraries and boys and girls that cannot afford books so that they can have diverse reading choices. And we did receive some hate throughout this entire thing. And we've had a girl post our pictures and say we were idiots for what we were doing and we're effing gross and disgusting for trying to get these books removed. And I believe that people having supporters and having positive people in your life and in my life, it helped me to get through that hate. And just knowing in my heart that I'm doing the right thing and believing in myself caused me to be able to get through it. Yeah, because I don't know where I would be without the support of my family and my friends and everybody around us. Supporters and just people, family and friends, they really help. They really do. And now we're working with Representative LaShawn Ford to get this bill passed called the Pierce Twins Bill, where we are ensuring diversity in school curriculums and reading lists. So people will not have to go through what we went through. And that just makes me really happy because I don't want people to have to go through what we went through. We also have this campaign called Own Your Voice. And through that campaign, you can be a part of it too. And basically, you're just making a post of you owning your voice. And that can be you saying, I'm strong, I love myself, what I have to say matters. And you would do a post of that. You can tag a friend and tag us so we can see it. And put the hashtags, hashtag the Pierce Twins and hashtag own your voice. And also just have fun with it. Have fun with it. It doesn't have to be anything too serious. It can, like she said, literally be, I am strong and I believe in myself. And yes, our Instagram and TikTok is the Pierce Twins. That's our story.
Wow, that's a heck of a story. It's a heck of a story. Now, I do want to go back. That's a lot. That's a lot to take in. So I know people are wondering, okay, well, first of all, are you all allowed to say what school this was that this happened in?
Yeah, it's already out. We go to St. Dominic's school. Yeah.
Okay. Now, the school, when you all brought to them this issue about the book, and then there were none, and you found out the history of this book, um, what did the school say? What was the response?
Well, it took a long time for us to get a response in the first place. And it was really hard. I didn't really get to see the emails because it was from our parents to the school, but all we do know is that we didn't get a response like right away. And then when we did get a response, it took a while for them to take the book list down or the book off the list.
Mm, okay. Did your parents tell you what the school said?
Yeah, little bits and pieces.
Mm,
It
mm,
was just stalled a lot. It wasn't treated like it was an immediate issue.
mm, mm. And the kids at school, what was their reaction to you all? Did you all receive support, or did you receive some anger? What happened with the other students?
So we received some students saying, "I love what you guys are doing, good job." And then we received majority of students who even now today they would come up in groups and say like, "Why did you get this book removed?" Like this book helps. Well, To Kill a Mockingbird also got removed from the list, and they were really upset about that book getting removed, and they were like, "Oh, this book is teaching us about how it's wrong to assume stereotypes and stuff like that." And kind of most of the stuff that that girl was posting was some of the stuff that they were repeating and saying, and it
Yeah.
was just overwhelming because they come in groups, not just like one person, and it's the two of us against some groups.
Yeah.
And the girl also said that like 10 people in our class didn't like believe in us or were on her side. So there's also that in the back of your head when you're going to school every day. But I believe the support that I've received has helped me. Yes.
So when that was all happening, so you're in the hallway at school and these kids are pretty much behaving like bullies. I hate the word bully because you can only get bullied if you allow them to bully. So it's like, is it bullying? Clearly, they weren't bullying you because they didn't stop you. Um, but what were you feeling in that moment? What were you feeling, just from a young person's standpoint? What were you feeling in that when you saw all these kids just coming at you?
To me, I was kind of angry about it because some of the questions were like apparent on the news story and stuff like that. And I was just angry that people would come in large groups and try to intimidate us with the majority of their group.
Mm.
And I feel like I was upset about it. Like I was upset, but I feel that that's one more reason why we need more diverse books so people can understand where we're coming from with our story and with what we're trying to do. Because kids should not have to wait till high school or even college to read a book by a diverse author or about a diverse story.
Mhm.
They should, growing up, you should read those books so you can accept kids growing up and learn about more background. Basically, so stuff like this doesn't happen.
So when you all got home, when did the light bulb go on? Like, you know what? We're going to take this to a whole nother level. Were you like sitting in your room or in the kitchen? It was like, you know what? Let's do something. Let's do something about this. Like, what was that conversation? When did that light bulb go on?
So it was like after we figured out that the book was on the list and we took it to our parents and they took it to the school and the school was kind of struggling with taking it down, we decided that's when it went off. We were like, we should do more because if they're not going to make the change, then we can make the change.
Mm, mm. I absolutely love that. And what Representative Ford had said at the beginning was that books like this, information being fed into people, they can internalize it, and it can really have a negative impact. And I can tell you, I read To Kill a Mockingbird. That was assigned to me when I was young, and this book called Black Boy, and it was a few books where I felt very uncomfortable. And I think those books have hurt people's self-esteem over the years, most definitely. How we value ourselves, our self-worth, our self-value, and then how others treat us. So it speaks volumes to you all and to your family that you didn't internalize it at all. You just turned it back out to make a change.
And yeah, it's hard not to internalize it because Kyra and I were the only Black kids in our class and one of the few, and well, two of the few in our school. And it's hard because sometimes, especially during Black History Month, we have to fight for what our classmates are being taught. And we shouldn't have to do that. It should be on curriculums. And we should be taught at a younger age the positive impact or about other cultures, and just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we shouldn't be just taught the same things each Black History Month. We should learn different things. And that's why diverse books are needed in schools.
Right. I am with you 100%. I think I can't imagine anyone not supporting you all's movement. If they don't support it, then we know what the situation is with them. Definitely. So then you started your charity, your foundation. So how did that part come out? I mean, let me just say, I just imagine you all having a meeting at the kitchen table, and it's almost like a board meeting with the two of you planning it all out. So how did that all happen?
We were around the kitchen table, like you just said, and we were talking about it. And it was like, basically, what if kids can't afford to get these books? Like, we're pushing to get these books, but what if they can't afford them? So we wanted to find a way to get these books to kids and schools so that they can read them too. And first it started out as just a GoFundMe, and now we have the non-for-profit. And right now with the GoFundMe, we have over $3,000, and I'm just really happy that we've even raised that much, because even $10 can make a difference.
There's adults who stall on getting a nonprofit started, and you all did it in less than a year. So
we got a lot of help.
That's an accomplishment. It really is. It really is. And so then now you also have a movement as well. So talk about that, where people can express their voice, because I think that that's powerful. That is powerful.
So we want other people to be able to show their confidence in themselves. And through that movement, you're basically saying, I'm confident in myself, I love myself, and what I have to say matters. And you're standing up for what you believe in your own voice. You're owning your voice, like the campaign is called. And yeah, just being confident in yourself can really help you in your life. Because if Kyra and I weren't confident in ourselves and what we were doing, the hate could have really brought us down and could have probably even stopped this. But we had self-confidence, and we had support and love for our movement and what we were doing. And that's why we continued and we kept going. And self-confidence, it can't only just change your life, but it can change the person sitting next to you, their life. Because if you're feeling confident in yourself, you might have a great day, and you might make someone else have a great day too, and create this butterfly effect. And you don't know, one person can change the entire world.
You all are definitely setting the example, and now you're taking it to a legislative level where it's going to have an impact throughout the state of Illinois, which will also be an example to other schools in the country. That is huge. So what you're saying, you're actually doing. You just didn't hold it for you all, for yourself in your own school. in your own town, but now you're becoming an example that's probably going to be nationwide. You're pioneers in it. And I'm sure that there's young people who are thinking, look, I'm not going to tell you how old I am, but I just learned recently that I could help write legislation. I just learned that not too long ago myself. So you all are really setting a pace there. You're opening the door for other young people to look into legislation to make changes. So it's like you all, it's powerful. It's absolutely powerful. So how are you all feeling in terms of the writing the legislation? I was on the meeting and it was beautiful to see your peers coming together for your committee to support you in this. I mean, it was just beautiful. So how do you all feel about writing your first piece of legislation? You're not even in high school yet.
I'm really excited because the thought of it just starting out as an idea and then putting it into action and then now it's legislation, it's just so big to me. And I feel like anyone can make a change in the world. And it just starts with one idea. And I just can't wait to keep working because I feel like I hope and I feel like I'm making a change and I'm inspiring other people because I want to be an inspiration and I want people to be like, wow, I really liked what she did. Why don't I do something similar to that? And then more people can bring up different issues and really attack those too. And I want there to be another Kyra and Phallon that go and they make a change.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, I am so excited. You have no idea how excited I am for you all. So in all of this open, I'm sure this is opening up doors to so many other things. You probably are sitting at the kitchen table thinking of some more changes you want to make in the world. So what is it that you all want to do when you get older? I'm curious now if your career, your dreams of what you want to do for a career, if it's changed now that you've entered into the world of legislation and nonprofit. And I mean, sky's the limit to you right now. So what are your plans after college?
I want to continue to be an inspiration. And with like jobs and college and everything, I'm still thinking, but I think I might want to be a lawyer or a surgeon. And I'm still thinking, but I want to be someone who helps other people, whether that's in the entertainment business, like acting or dancing, or I just helping medically. I'm thinking of joining the medical field when I get older, but I just don't know where. I feel like now also something that Kyra and I are looking into is acting because I feel acting and professional dancing and stuff like that because I feel like through doing that you can put a smile on someone's face. You can make somebody feel an emotion, whether that's through dancing or acting.
Well, I will tell you, you've got tough skin already to enter into the entertainment industry because that is no joke.
Yeah.
That is no joke. You have to have you all's kind of foundation and tough skin to survive that industry. But I believe in you.
Thank you.
You're two women who I believe will do anything that they set their minds to because you're doing it. Absolutely doing it. So thank you so much for your time today. I know it's your dad's birthday, and what you got planned for dad?
So we're just gonna hang out, maybe watch TV or play a new game.
Okay. Yeah, it's COVID. You can't go out. You can't go out to dinner or anything right now.
We'll probably make him something to eat too.
Like his favorite. What's his favorite meal?
Ooh, that's hard because he normally cooks, but he likes when I make him avocado toast, so I'll make that. And he likes when I make him shrimp and grits, so we'll probably do a breakfast dinner for him.
Oh, that is shrimp and grits. Oh, that sounds really good right now. All right. Well, you all have a beautiful evening with your family. And thank you so much, Kyra and Phallon, for all of your work, your passion, your drive, and your focus. Thank you. Thank you so much. And please, one more time, let people know how they can get in touch with you, with your foundation.
So To get in touch with us, our Instagram, our social medias are the Pierce Twins.
For Instagram and TikTok and Facebook.
And if you ever just want someone to talk to, or you have an idea that you would like us to help you reach your goal with, we can always help you. And just DM us.
All right. Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, this is Meleika, Evanston Live TV. That was the Pierce twins. I'll be sure to put their contact information in the description so you all can support in their cause. And how can you not support what they are doing? They're all about diversity and building self-esteem in the youth and pulling out all this derogatory information that's been fed into us for generations. So they are putting a stop to it, writing their first piece of legislation. That's powerful. Absolutely. So you all stay tuned for more. I'm sure we're going to hear a lot more from the Pierce twins. Stay tuned, Evanston Live TV.